Ask and you shall receive. I watched K-Pop Demon Hunters because you all told me to and said that it was the virtue tale of the century, a Christian story in its bones, and a rejection of everything the popular culture promotes as good, and you were right.
Phenomenal.
I love K-Pop Demon Hunters, and you should too. Here are 4 things from that movie that I think are the heart of its philosophy and reasons you should watch it. Number 1, whatever is labeled a demon is not automatically a misunderstood creature demanding of empathy. I was shocked sitting through this movie about 3 musical demon hunters who slay demonic forces to keep the world safe from their ravenous hunger for souls, and to see as the movie unfolds, the demons are not portrayed at some point as victims of hunters or misunderstood by humanity. No, they are after you. As Screwtape says to Wormwood in C.S. Lewis's Screwtape Letters, God wants to be people's nourishment. We want people to be ours. You are on the menu. You are food. Dark forces exist, objectively dark forces that are faceless in nature and lacking any goodness, that need dutiful heroes to destroy them, to strengthen the Han Moon, which in K-Pop Demon Hunters is the barrier between the human and the demon worlds. The arch-evil entity, Guima, needs help getting rid of the demon hunters, so one of his demons, Jinu, rises from the throng of ghouls and suggests a new tactic to feed on humanity, which is to meet them where they're at. Appeal to their emotions and their sympathies. Jinu forms a boy band, the Saja Boys, to corrupt fans of Huntrix. Spiritual forces are at war for your attention. Now, Jinu was once a human being. He is basically in hell now, enslaved to Guima for hundreds of years for a selfish life lived on Earth. Jinu sold his soul to the devil for material comforts. He is now manipulating Rumi, who he discovers to be a half-demon, which, to be clear, raises some weird questions, but what is different from this empathy-fueled subplot and other stories, such as
Jedi say I can't exist,
The Acolyte, is that A, Jinu was full of crap and was misleading Rumi maliciously the entire time, and B, in the end, Rumi does not try to have it both ways. She doubles down, somewhat shockingly, on extinguishing demons in defense of mankind, and we need more of this. Which brings me to reason 2, duty. Not reveling in the ugliness, but doing your duty with seriousness. The girls are in a rivalry with the Saja Boys for souls, and they hate these guys when they're not lusting after them, which is, I think, a point worth making about how demons might actually work in the real world. Mira and Zoe are all in on the fight against demons, and their vibe is to hate them. They want to write a diss track against the Saja Boys.
We'll write a brand new song, a diss track to expose the Saja Boys and send those disgusting demons back to the depths where they belong! Yeah! Yeah!
But Rumi isn't feeling it. The words feel forced, and the melody isn't right.
And your patterns start to show, it makes the hatred want to grow out of my...
She says, does it have to be so hateful? Now, at this point, she has been tempted and corrupted by Jinu. He is working on her and trying to earn her sympathies to divide Huntrix against itself. And it's working. But what happens in this movie is that Rumi breaks her writer's block and writes a more authentic song than Takedown. She comes up with a new one called What It Sounds Like.
And I can't go back, but now I'm seeing all the beauty in the broken glass.
A song about purifying darkness with light, lifting up our blemishes and dark parts to the good and redeeming what is broken. Romans 12:21. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. This is something that edgelords don't like to hear. Matthew 5:14-16. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Look, a diss track doesn't do that. Our heroes get a more well-rounded idea of why they must kill demons, and they do it in the serious manner that it deserves, not a jubilant or casual way. They're not morbid about it. And they do this while understanding in the end that Rumi is part demon. It doesn't really change anything about the inherent goodness of the mission. Go to war to defend the weak and the innocent, but don't revel in the killing. That path of hatred and contempt is a dead-end road. We may kill if necessary, but we must not hate and enjoy hating. We may punish if necessary, but we must not enjoy it, says C.S. Lewis, a sentiment he also extends to euthanizing animals. It's something he abhors, but he takes the position of, if it must be done to protect human beings, take the job seriously. Don't make a joke out of it. It's not a meme. What it sounds like is the better song, and it's actually incredible. Truly incredible. I love it. Why? That's reason number 3. There are alternatives to shame besides pride. Yes, shame is a weapon of the enemy, but so is pride. This is where it gets tricky. Take, for example, Katie Sackhoff of The Mandalorian and Battlestar Galactica on Joe Rogan talking about K-pop Demon Hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
There it is.
Hot anime ladies.
The message behind it. Fighting your own demons, believing in yourself, owning who you are, not hiding an aspect of yourself that you're ashamed of, but being proud of it. It's like a very good message.
But that's not what this movie is about. We are obsessed as a culture with pride stories. A character is flawed or hides a part of themselves, and what they learn is explicitly to be proud of the broken places and to identify with those things. The patterns, as K-pop Demon Hunters analogizes for the hidden shames. It's the tattoos on Rumi's body that signal that she is a demon. And I want to be crystal clear. I'm not talking about homosexuality or LGBTQ anything. This has to do with everybody. Your inclinations that are unique to you and disordered, they are part of you in many cases. You might have zero magnetic pull as a person toward sexual immorality of any kind, but you might be dangerously vulnerable to alcohol or to envy and jealousy. You could have zero jealousy issues and have explosive anger problems baked into your being.
I can still fix it!
But we don't say about those things, well, that's just who I am. We lift those things up. It's only with certain sexual behaviors and desire that we say as a culture, you are your feelings and you should identify with them. But I digress. You know what word is never said in K-pop Demon Hunters when describing inner pain? Proud. It doesn't come up. Pride is only said 4 times, and it is used by the demons, who advertise their band by saying, join the pride. These choices are significant, and they say something about the values behind the movie. And Rumi doesn't hide her patterns, and she doesn't hide what makes her feel shame. She exposes it to the light. To non-believers and to Katie Sackhoff, that might sound like the generic Pride Month message, but it isn't. It's actually a Christian message. The difference is pretty subtle. K-pop Demon Hunters is promoting something more along the lines of love, surrender, and letting the jagged edges meet the light, which implies that the light is a thing that exists, and it's preferable to something else, that being the darkness down below of Guima and the demons. So that's it. K-pop Demon Hunters rocks. You should watch it. I have a lot more to say about Genu and his sort of redemption arc at the end, which is almost perfectly a mirror image of Darth Vader's demise in Return of the Jedi.
I wanted to set you free.
You already have. You did.
A reminder that evil people can always be redeemed without apologia for their awful deeds, but I'm going to save that for another time. I'm Steven. Thanks for watching Geeky Stoics.